Hello everyone. So welcome to today's lecture. Today we are going to start with chapter 7, lenses. So we have finished with chapter 6, refraction of light. What is the difference between reflection and refraction? Reflection is bouncing back of light rays, and refraction is bending of light when it passes from one medium to another medium. Okay, we studied about different phenomena which occurs in nature due to refraction of light. Okay, in this chapter we are going to study about lenses. Okay, different types of lenses and how to draw images, obtain images of different objects when it is kept at different positions. Okay, the first part is a revision which you have studied in your 9th standard. Can you recall? Indicate the following terms related to spherical mirrors in the figure 7.1. They have given a diagram. You may see I have drawn the diagram here. This is a sphere which is made up of glass. It is a glass sphere. One part is cut, and if it is painted from this side becomes the reflecting surface. Okay, the bulged side is painted, then the curved side becomes the reflecting surface, then it is said to be a concave mirror. Now this is a sphere. The center of that sphere, of which mirror is a part, that is called as center of curvature, which is denoted by the letter C. The center of the mirror, that is taken as pole, which is denoted by P. The line which is drawn to C and P, okay, the line which is drawn through C and P, that is called as principal axis. The distance from the center of curvature to the surface of the mirror, that is called as radius of curvature, which is denoted by R. And the center point of CP, it is called as F, that is principal focus. Okay, you may draw this in your textbook. Okay, how are concave and convex mirrors constructed? If you cut the part of a glass sphere and the outer surface is painted and the inner surface is the reflecting part, then it is a concave mirror. Again, if you are cutting the part of a glass sphere, if the inner surface is painted and the outer surface is reflecting part, then it is a convex mirror. Okay, so this is about the revision of mirrors. This year you have the study of lenses. Now what do you mean by a lens? Now a lens is a transparent medium. Okay, a lens is a transparent medium bound by two surfaces. You may see on page number 80, third paragraph, you have to underline the complete paragraph. A lens is a transparent medium bound by two surfaces. The lens which are having two spherical surfaces which are puffed up outwards. You may see there are basically two types of lenses, convex lens and concave lens. There are two types of lenses, convex lens and concave lens. If the two surfaces are bulged outwards, then it is said to be convex. If the surfaces are bulged inwards, then it is said to be concave. Okay, I repeat, if the surfaces are bulged outwards, then it is said to be convex. If the surfaces are bulged inwards, then it is said to be concave. Now this is biconvex because it's both the surfaces are bulged. This is plano-convex because one surface is plane, the other surface is convex. So it is plano-convex. This is said to be positive meniscus. Now positive meniscus means when the center part is broader. When the center part is broader, it is said to be positive meniscus. When the center part is narrow, then it is said to be negative meniscus. In this case both the parts are curved, then it is said to be biconcave. This is plano-concave because one side is plane, the other side is concave, so it is plano-concave. And negative meniscus, when the central part, the middle part of the lens is narrow, then it is said to be negative meniscus. Okay. So what are the two types of lenses? Convex lens and concave lens. This much you may remember. Okay, now we will study about the cross section of lenses, the different parts of lenses like this of mirrors. Okay, just like we studied in mirrors, the same we are having in lenses also, we will study that. Okay, you may copy this. Now we will see the different terms related to lenses. Here, this is sphere 1, this is sphere 2, named as S1 and S2. Okay, if you cut a part of this and combine, you may see this surface will be the part of this sphere and this surface will be the part of this sphere. Okay, if you combine those two surfaces, then the center of the sphere of which the lens is a part, the center of the sphere, okay, this is the sphere, the center of the sphere of which the lens is a part, it is called as center of curvature. Okay, so there are two center of curvatures, C1 and C2. That is the first term, center of curvature. Okay, next term is radius of curvature. The radius of the sphere, you may see this is the radius. There are several radii. So this is the radius R1, the other radius R2. Okay, so the radius of the sphere of which the lens is a part, it is called as radius of curvature. Next is principal axis. The line, the straight line passing through the center of curvatures of both the spheres, that is called as principal axis. It passes through the optical center also. Now what do you mean by optical center? Optical center is the center of the lens. Optical center is the center of the lens. You may see the blue colored line which is coming. It is the incident ray and the red colored line is the refracted ray. When the ray of light passes through the optical center, it goes straight. It does not get refracted. That is the importance of optical center. So that center, it is called as optical center. Okay, so in this also there are two spheres, S1 and S2. These spheres are not interconnected. You may see this part is the part of this sphere and this part is the part of this sphere. And you may see A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. This makes the concave lens. Okay, it makes the concave lens. The center of the sphere of which the lens is a part, it is called as center of curvature. The radius of the sphere of which the lens is a part is called radius of curvature. The center of the lens, it is called as optical center. Okay, there is an optical center for convex lens also. There is an optical center for concave lens also. Okay, so that is about optical center. Now the next is principal focus. Okay, now what is principal focus of convex lens? You may see here, this is a diagram showing the principal focus of convex lens, page number 81, figure 7.5. The diagram is important. In that case, the rays which are incident on the lens, which are coming parallel to the principal axis. What is principal axis? Principal axis is the straight line passing through the two center of curvatures. It is passing through the optical center. So there is a line which is passing through the optical center. This is the principal axis. It is the principal axis. The blue colored lines are the incident rays which are falling on the lens. Those rays, after refraction, they converge to a point. Converge. Converge means meet at a point. They converge to a point or meet at a point. That point on the principal axis, that is called as its principal focus. Okay, so principal focus is a point on the principal axis, and it is a point where all the refracted rays meet together. Okay, so the rays coming parallel to the principal axis after refraction converge to a point. That point is called the principal focus of convex lens. Okay, this is the diagram showing principal focus of a concave mirror. This is the incident ray, which is the incident ray. The blue colored one is the incident ray, and this is the refracted ray. You may see it go away. Okay, in this case they come to a point, they meet towards a point, and in this case they get diverged from a point. Okay, now that line you have to draw it backwards and they meet at a point. That point is called as the principal focus of concave lens. So how will you define? You may see on page number 81 the definitions have been given. You have to write the definitions according to the textbook. Center of curvature: the center of the spheres whose parts form the surfaces of lenses are called the center of curvatures of lenses. Radius of curvature: the radii of the spheres whose parts form the surfaces of the lenses are called the radii of curvature of the lenses. Principal axis: the imaginary line passing through both the centers of curvature is called the principal axis of the lens. Optical center: the point inside a lens on the principal axis through which light rays pass without changing their path is called as optical center of the lens. Now the principal focus. For principal focus you have to write the second paragraph in the under that topic, principal focus. Light rays parallel to the principal axis falling on a convex lens come together, that is get focused at a point on the principal axis. This type of lens is called as a converging lens. That is the answer for the question why convex lens is called as a converging lens. You may mark. Next, rays traveling parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens diverge after refraction in such a way that they appear to be coming out of a point on the principal axis. This point is called the principal focus of concave lens. That is the definition of principal focus of concave lens. Okay, the next paragraph. Light rays parallel to the principal axis falling on a concave lens go away from one another after refraction. So this type of lens is called as diverging lens. The question is why concave lens is called as diverging lens. Now in the first paragraph I missed it. When light rays parallel to the principal axis are incident on the convex lens, they converge to a point on the principal axis. This point is called the principal focus of convex lens. Okay, you may mark till there. So these are the different terminologies. The terminologies are important. Center of curvature: the center of the sphere of which the lens is a part is called as center of curvature. Radius of curvature: the radius of the sphere of which the lens is a part is called as radius of curvature. The straight line passing through the two center of curvatures are called as principal axis. Optical center: the center of the lens. Okay, when the light passes through the optical center, it goes straight. That point it is called as the optical center. Principal focus of convex lens is different. Principal focus of concave lens is different. In principal focus of convex lens, the light rays coming from one side, it falls on the lens, it gets refracted and they meet to a point. That point is called as principal focus of convex lens. As they meet to a point, it is said to be a converging lens. Okay. Whereas in case of concave mirror, the light ray which is falling on the surface get refracted away from the lens. Okay, it goes away from the lens. That point from where they appear to diverge. Okay, appear to diverge. If you extend this dotted lines backwards, you will get a point here. That is said to be the principal focus of concave lens. So what is the principal focus of concave lens? Light rays The rays traveling through the parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens diverge after refraction from a point. That point is called as principal focus of concave lens. Okay, so this much definitions you have to learn. Now I will show you how to draw these two diagrams, that is the principal focus of convex lens and principal focus of concave lens. To draw the ray diagrams, you will be needing the scale, pencil, rounder. Okay, it is important for you to keep it with you while learning this chapter. Now I'll show you how to draw the principal focus of a convex lens. Now what you have to do, you have to draw a line first, a straight line. Okay, a straight line. This forms the principal axis. You have to take 6 centimeter on your rounder and you have to keep it at a point. Okay, keep it at a point and draw an arc. Okay, you have to draw an arc. If this is 6 centimeter, this will be the half of it. Okay, it will be the half of it. That will be F1 and this will be 2F1. This is C1. C1 also called as 2F1. Okay, it is the double. Now you have to point, you have to place this side, the rounder, and again that is taken as C2, that will be 2F2. With 6 centimeter you have to draw an arc on this side, that will be the other surface of the convex lens. Okay, so this will be F2 and this will be F1 to F1. Okay, F1 to F1, this will be F2 to F2. Now the rays which are parallel to the principal axis, this is the first ray parallel to the principal axis. It will pass through the focus. They appear to meet at a point. That point is called as the principal focus. But while drawing the diagrams, you may draw the focus first and then make the line to pass through it. Otherwise you can do it roughly also, doesn't matter. The diagram should be correct, that's all. Now the ray passing parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through the focus. Okay, like this you have to draw minimum 2 rays. Okay, minimum 2 rays. So these are the diagrams, these are the rays. You have to show the arrows of the rays. Okay, so this is about principal focus of convex lens. Now we will draw the principal focus of concave lens. You may draw a lens like this. Okay, you may draw a lens like this. Then you have to draw the principal axis. This is the principal axis. The line which is parallel to the principal axis, okay, you have to mark a point here first. First mark a point, because otherwise the diagram will go wrong. The line which is passing through here, this point and this point, and this point, you have to coincide after keeping the scale like this. Okay, this point and this point you have to coincide, and you have to draw a line like this, and this line you have to extend it backwards. Okay, that will be the principal focus of concave lens. I will show it to you again. This is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. Now the refracted ray, this point and this point should coincide. Okay, so you have to show it like this. This is the refracted ray. This line you have to extend it backwards, and you have to make it pass through that point. That is taken as the principal focus of concave lens. This is the optical center. This is how to draw the principal focus of convex lens and concave lens. In case of convex lens also, even if you don't measure, take the measurements like 6 centimeter, doesn't matter, no problem at all. Okay, but what is the difference between principal focus of convex lens and concave lens? The principal focus of convex lens is formed by combination, converging of light rays, okay, converging, meeting of light rays, whereas in this case it is diverging of light rays. They are going away from the lens. Okay, so that is said, this is said to be a diverging lens and this is said to be a converging lens. Okay, now we may move on to the 3 rules to draw the ray diagrams. Now on page number 81 there is a try this question. The question is, you have to, keeping the screen fixed, obtain a clear image of a distant object like a tree or a building with the help of a convex lens on the screen. Measure this distance between the screen and the lens with the help of meter scale. Now turn the other side of the lens towards the screen. Again obtain a clear image of the distance object on the screen by moving the lens forward and backward. Measure the distance between the screen and the lens again. Now the question is, okay, what you have to do, you have to obtain the image of a distant object. Okay, you can keep the lens near the table, on a table near the window, and you have to place a screen and obtain the image of a distant object like a building nearby or a window nearby or a tree nearby. You have to obtain the image of that object on your screen and you have to measure the distance between the lens and the screen. What is the distance between the lens and the screen called? There is a question on page number 82 that is called as focal length. So what is the definition of focal length? It is the distance between the lens and the image. Okay, it is the distance between the lens and the image that is called as focal length. Okay, now that in that case, discuss the relation. What is the distance between this distance and the radius of curvature of the lens with your teacher? The image of a distant object is obtained close to the focus of the lens. Hence, the above distance is the focal length of the lens. What will happen if you use a concave lens in this experiment? In this experiment, if you use a concave lens, you won't be able to obtain any image because concave lens forms virtual images. Okay. Now we will see the 3 rules to be followed while drawing ray diagrams for images formed by convex lenses. The first one is, when the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, the refracted ray passes through the focus. That is the first one. Okay, this is a 3-mark question which is asked. What is the first one? When the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then the refracted ray passes through the focus. The second one is, okay, the second one is, when the incident ray passes through the focus, the refracted ray is parallel to the principal axis. It is the inverse of this. Okay, when the incident ray passes through the focus, then the refracted ray passes through the parallel to the principal axis. The third one is, when the incident ray is passing through the optical center, it will go straight without changing its direction. I repeat, the first one is, when the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, the refracted ray goes through the focus. The second one is, when the incident ray is falling on the lens through the focus, then the refracted ray goes parallel to the principal axis. The third one is, when the incident ray passes through the optical center, it goes straight without changing its direction. These are the 3 rules which have to be followed while drawing ray diagrams. Okay, so this much for today. You may go through the textbook, read it and write the terminologies in your notebook. Okay, I will be giving you the homework in your revision part. You may go through the textbook very thoroughly. Okay, thank you.